Another horrible thing in the West is that the women must expose their body to get men excited. Men do the same, I think. They always try to excite each other and live in a stupid excitement. You have to expose beautiful things like flowers, beautiful ornaments. All right. But you are not a thing. It's your private. Property. You don't put all your gold on the streets, do you? Better try that sometimes. You will mind people plundering your gold, but you don't mind your chastity being plundered. Everyone looking at you with dirty eyes. You don't feel insulted, because ego is a dirty stuff. It does not mind. It feels happy that people are watching you. They are plundering you. They are looting your chastity. But Saj Yogis are not like that. But still I must say, you must cleanse your hearts, cleanse your minds. Take yourself out of it. The minds are very funnily placed. And that's why the greatest complications there are in the brains of people. They are very confused. Very confused people. Because there is no wisdom in this kind of life. To become just a sex-oriented personality. It is actually just the other way down. If you are money-oriented, you want to preserve money. If you are position-oriented, you want to preserve it. If you get one little antique piece, you want to preserve it. And why not this property of yours, which is the highest of all, to be preserved, to be adorned, to be worshipped? I'm quite worried on that point, that secretly people are indulging into such things. And they're hypocritical sometimes. They don't mind being hypocritical about it. They're Saj Yogis, all right. But in this matter, they think they can go about the way they like. And sometimes some of them say that Mother has said it's all right. I never said so. There's one point I cannot compromise is this. You must have a chaste outlook towards yourself, towards your life, towards your being, towards your personality. You are saints. And if a saint doesn't have a good character, I call it the character, the essence of character, is not a saint. So this purity has to be maintained. There cannot be any compromise on that. You cannot hit at the roots of everything. If it works out in a collective way, nobody cheats oneself, nobody deceives oneself, and puts the mind into right track of ascent, thinking about the ascent, how you are going to rise, thinking of the moments when you had the joy, thinking of the day when you met me first, thinking of all the other beautiful and holy things. Your mind can be cleansed. And whenever such a thought comes in, you have to say, not this, not this, not this. It's more mental than physical, I think. I know it's difficult, but if you can get realization, why not this also? You all have to understand that there is no compromise on this. And a day may come, if you continue with it, you will be thrown away completely, just like any other devil is thrown out. So there is no compromise. Tell yourself. Don't deceive yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You cannot ascend. If there is any lurking thing within you, you will be dragged down, because that's your weakness. You will become weaker and weaker and weaker. Only question is, where is your attention? Divert. Divert your attention. First you will need some exercise, some effort, and afterwards it will come automatically. You won't have to exert. You won't have to worry. On the contrary, it will become impossible how to be otherwise. So much conditioning is there. We have played into the hands of conditioning. We have ruined ourselves. This conditioning is the subtlest of all and the worst of all. It's impossible to combat in Sahaja Yoga, unless and until you individually take up the responsibility of looking after it. Mooladhara is one of the most delicate and the most powerful chakra. It has so many folds and it has so many dimensions. If your Mooladhara is not all right, your memory will fail. If your Mooladhara is not all right to begin with, your wisdom will fail. You will have no sense of direction. The insanity that is now crawling up in America before they become 40 years of age is because their Mooladharas are around. Most of the diseases which are incurable come because of weak Mooladharas. On the physical side. On the mental side, most of the mental problems, disorder, most, I would say 90% are due to weak Mooladhara. If a person has a strong Mooladhara, powerful Mooladhara, it doesn't get into trouble. Because you know there's a very strong hold of that Mooladhara on the back here. And when your mind goes off, you blame the brain. It's not the brain. Mostly it is the Mooladhara. So for physical safety and for your emotional safety also, you have to have a sane type of attitude towards Mooladhara. That's why I'm very anxious that you all should get married. And after marriage, after a few days, you find that your attention start diverting to other problems of married life. But none if you are not a surgeon. Because the sensationalization has become the main theme of the modern life. When you are tossed about on the rough sea of all these deliberate actions of the people. Media, books, ideas, everything creates this horrible, excitable temperament. Such a person doesn't have any patience, doesn't have any balance, actually is hypocritical and has a very bad left issue. So many complications take place with it. Before realization, forget the past. Whatever you have done, forget it. Just don't worry. But remember one thing, that you have damaged your Mooladhara, so you have to look after it. You have to soothe it down. You have to bring it to normalcy. You have to make it a healthy, balanced center so that Sri Ganesha can rule over. Talking about Sri Ganesh, vibrations become too much for me. We talk of innocence, but to awaken innocence within ourselves, we must be on the full watch, on the full alertness about our minds. What is it thinking? Where is it? Where is this thief going? Is he trying to do some tricks? Is he up to some tricks? All right. You have to be alert, very alert. I've been thinking of talking about it since long. But now I have to tell you one thing, that you'll be exposed. That is another quality of Mahamaya. She'll expose you. You'll be exposed if you try to play tricks with me. With me means with your Kundalini. If you try to play tricks with your Kundalini, you'll be exposed. And you'll be ashamed of yourself. So please be careful, very careful about it, that you again make your Mooladhara very healthy and powerful. May God bless. So our prayer should be that let our Mooladhara be healthy and strong. That's all. Let's pray.